Who's gonna save my soul if your love runs cold? Who's gonna bring me back into orbit? I mean, the Korean fans and the Korean part of my career, which I feel like is like something that's on the side and it's completely uncomparable to anything else that's going on in my career. 사랑해요. 안녕 Korea, 안녕 to everyone watching out there. My name is Christopher and I'm so happy to be here. I'm gonna answer a few questions to the best of my ability. Who's gonna save my soul if your love runs cold? Who's gonna bring me back into orbit? My upcoming show in Korea is gonna be at the KSPO Dome. It's in the beginning of September 6th, and I am super excited about this show. It's gonna be my biggest headline show ever, and I've been preparing for the show for months with my musical director, who's also my drummer, going through the set list and figuring out what songs will create the best journey and the best, ultimately the best show. Just know that I'm always near. I think just the fact that it's so big is gonna make it feel super stadium. It's gonna feel larger than life. I have done a few changes in the order of the set list, so it's gonna feel like a brand new show, and also I have a few surprises. So I think it's gonna be one for the books for sure. Who's gonna save my soul if your love runs cold? Who's gonna bring me back into orbit? If I had to mention one specific moment, it was probably a singing competition at my high school where I won. And that was not just my mom saying like, great job honey. It was like people who actually voted. And then a few years later I got signed to Warner Music, and that ultimately changed everything. Those pretty lies, I know them all too well, the quiet violence. I would say that most of the inspiration for me comes from things that I experienced in my own life, things that I've been through, things that I went through early on in my life, but mostly nowadays I just look into my wife's eyes, and that's where I find most of the inspiration. You know you made some too, it's not black and white, no. That's why I feel so blue. It would probably be Orbit. Right now I'm just having a great time singing that live. Feels like it has a lot of energy, and it has this part that goes oh up, where I get the people to sing along. But who's gonna save my soul if your love runs cold? Who's gonna bring me back into orbit? I don't know why, it just sums up where I am in my life right now and where I've been the past 2 years. Oh, when I get old, I'll be looking back, wishing it could last forever. Oh. If I could just dream, I would say maybe a guy like Jungkook from BTS. There's also a girl called BB and a girl called IU that I really like. I think would be especially great for like a ballad, but I could see myself really making something awesome in the studio with either of them. I don't wanna be another him. That shit is over. I mean, I remember the first time I went to Korea after Bag went viral and became a big song, and me just not really realizing how big it had gotten at the point at that time when I heard them sing along for the first time. That was just super overwhelming. Did a headline show at Seoul Jazz Festival. That was incredible too. I only have great memories from my shows in Seoul. They all seem very different, and it seems like every time we get out there it just keeps growing, keeps getting better, and it keeps getting louder. That's also one of the main reasons why I don't even know how to feel about this show at the KSPO Dome, because I have such big expectations that it's almost impossible to live up to. So I think I'm gonna spend the next couple of weeks just really try to find my peace and calm, and to go into that show with a sort of, yeah, I'm just gonna make the best out of it kind of attitude. So predictable, you're an animal. I can't let you go. You're so good at being bad, you know. That was written in a studio in London in the middle of a hard winter, and I just remember this Finnish guy, Leno. He picked up the guitar and he started playing that and I immediately just started scatting and singing, and it instantly felt like it could be something exciting. And I remember leaving the studio that day really feeling like we wrote a good song today. But it was also very different from anything that I'd done previously, so it was one of them where I just felt like, okay, I'm just gonna take a chance here and let it fly, and either it's just gonna completely tank or it's gonna take off. Some places it really did tank, and some places like Korea it really took off, so luck favors the bold.
I'm not looking for trouble. I'm pretending it's not tender, but oh, it's a struggle. Trouble keep finding me.
I started writing in English when I was only 17, and it was always with the ambition of going outside of the Danish borders and try to break other countries and go internationally. It would be a big challenge to go and sing a verse in Korean, but I'm definitely up for it. I have been playing around with the thought, and I did something in Mandarin in China at some point, and that played out really well. I'm definitely open to it.
Oh, can you see the irony?
When I feel stuck or uninspired, I feel like the most important thing is to show up anyway. Obviously, you're not always gonna feel super inspired, and sometimes you will have what we call a writer's block. I think you just have to work your way through it. I've tried that a few times. And then obviously sometimes it's nice to take a break. It's nice to have a vacation. It's nice and really important to take some time off and really go live your life, so you have something to write about when you do come back to the studio. But I really do believe in the hard work and the discipline and just working your way through it.
Out of all these places I run into you now, and after all these phases I've been going through, this is the worst time.
I always feel super nervous before I release an album, especially this one because it was so long on the way. I really put my heart and my soul into these songs, so you always hope for the best reaction. You always hope that people really connect with the songs and can find themselves in these lyrics and melodies. Also just super relieved, and it's just such a release when it actually comes out. I do feel like these songs have a long life ahead of them, but you never know, and you never know what to expect, so I didn't really expect a whole lot, but to see it fly the way that these songs have been flying so far, it's just a dream. That's why I do it. I really do it to connect to people and to be the soundtrack to their life, and I have so many people writing me that, you know, that music is a part of changing their lives, and if I can be just a small part and do the same thing the way that my big musical heroes did it for me, then I'm super happy. But I'm always a bit nervous when releasing new music.
Well, I thought I was already home till you came in like a wrecking ball.
I think I have been almost at every place in Seoul. I've visited so many places. There is one, it's called Songsintom, maybe, I don't know, no judgment for the pronunciation, but anyway, I am completely in love with the city. I'm in love with the people and the food and the culture, and every time I come, I'm reminded why I keep coming back, because I just love it there, and this time I'll have a chance to bring so many friends and family and so many people from home, so I'm just looking forward to just continuing being the Danish ambassador for showing Seoul to people. I would love one day to go visit some of the most beautiful places that you have outside of Seoul and see more of Korea.
Baby, I'm pregnant, she said, and I saw my whole life.
I mean, the Korean fans and the Korean part of my career, which I feel like is like something that's on the side, and it's completely uncomparable to anything else that's going on in my career, because it's so far away from where I live. It's so far away from my physical home. It just feels like a dream, an adventure, and a fairy tale. Honestly, every time that I go out there, I'm pinching myself and I'm like, how could this actually happen? And to see my music travel like that just gives me such a deep feeling of just purpose and meaningfulness, and it's everything I've ever dreamed of. And obviously I realized probably a bit late that it's 100% driven by the fans and picked up by the fans, and the love is spread through the fans. So that sort of dedication and loyalty and just passion it's insane.
If you're praying for a change, you better not wait. Keep turning the pages, those choices you make.
To all my Korean fans and to all the Sople subscribers, thank you for watching, and also thank you for the love and the support you've shown me over the years. I really hope to see you on September 6th in the KSPO Dome. It's gonna be a show of a lifetime. I'm gonna bring my full band, obviously, a lot of surprises, old songs, new songs, and you don't wanna miss this, trust me. I can't wait to see you. 감사합니다. 사랑해요.
Are we taking more than we